additional information to this. Okay, so as you have seen, we have concluded all topics in OB that we have discussed so far. The next slide, which talks about what does it mean at the workplace. So when it comes to motivation, there are some very common strategies that organizations use to keep employees motivated. Clearly, there is a lot of dynamics. Motivation, as you saw in all these 7 theories, is not one thing. There are things in the individuals, there are things in the environment, there are things that organizations do. All together, these play a very complicated role when it comes to motivation. Therefore, managing motivation is a very important part of a HR professional's job. But as managers, or what should I say, as budding managers, potential managers, future managers, motivation becomes important for you because you will either be a member or a manager who's handling a team. So some job design factors that encourage motivation is job rotation. So job rotation is when you rotate people in jobs. There are different jobs. For 3 years, you will do this work. Excuse me, sorry. For 3 years, you will do this job. After 3 years, you do another job, another location, another responsibility. Can you think of an industry where this is very common, job rotation? Where every 3 to 4 years you are asked to move job, you are asked to move locations.
Sir, ma'am, job rotation as if change in the job role or change in the job place?
Both.
Change in the job place would be in government companies only, PSUs, because they change people in the bureaucratic system.
Yes, very common. Change jobs. I know many of you, yeah, there is somebody who is responding to it. Yes, IT, you change jobs. Yes, you are put on different projects. You will not always be part of the same project team. So that is a good one coming from Kriti. Bipul says coal mining. Yes, you rotate different jobs within the colliery department. True. So job rotation, one of the most common example, which of course I'm sure you're not familiar, but in my generation we were familiar, is the banking industry. You've heard of people who work in the banks who are being located. Also, you will find now we don't visit the bank as often, but I have seen it in my timeline and your parents will all vouch for it. Person sitting in the front desk in the cashier area, the one who's, giving cash, collecting cash. After few maybe months or even a year or few years, they move to, let's say, the loans division. From loans, they move to the locker division. From locker, they move to, back office where they will be doing. So they do, for example, I have this person who works in SBI who's my good neighbor, and she moves to, I find her that now she's in the ATM management department. Before that, she was handling PF of large companies. So you will find job rotation is a common way to keep people engaged. These are all very routine jobs, driven by clear procedures. What you do and don't do, you can be taught. And you can do a new job. It gives you a change. It removes that fatigue which is there in the job. Job enlargement. Anybody? What is job enlargement? That way, if you see job rotation is even being done in a university like ours, the position of the dean of a school is not fixed. It is given for a term of 3 years. At the end of 3 years, you can say, I would like to surrender. And someone else will be given the job. Right? Any other senior faculty becomes a possible contender for the job. Yes, anyone? Job enlargement is when you increase responsibilities in a job. Okay, so you take a person and then you say, okay, you're responsible for this project. It happens a lot in the IT industry. You may not give the person a promotion. Please understand, motivation, promotion is a different aspect altogether. That is a reward. Here we are looking at how job can be changed to keep the person motivated. Job enlargement is giving people, he's a team lead of a group of 2 people or 5 people project. If you give him another new assignment with more people, you may not increase the salary, you may not change his designation, but you have expanded the role, right? Then, so these are some examples of how the job can be enlarged. Not everybody is capable of doing it or taking on additional responsibility. So you will make a decision. Should I do a job rotation? Should I do job enlargement? What is job enrichment? Where I give people responsibility that is more. So often you will find that managers and teams give job enrichment opportunities to senior people in the team. They say, okay, you run the meetings, going forward, minutes of the meeting, setting the agenda, taking notes. These are all job enrichment aspects. So apart from the existing job, I will give you an opportunity to do something more, which helps you in your future career. You may not be compensated with money or position or a title, okay? You will only be provided the opportunity to learn and do something more. The job characteristic model actually pulls all this together, and you can see in this slide that there are elements that impact motivation in how you design a job. So when you are creating a new job or when you're trying to modify a job, you have to ensure that these 5 things are there. The ones which are written in the yellow color box here, the mustard yellow color, brown color, whatever color it appeals to you as the first one. So there are 3 there. That there is a need for me to do varieties of tasks. Often, so, Ford became famous for the assembly line, where he said that, sorry, people can specialize in work and do small parts of the job very well so that you have a perfect job. Okay, so that was the concept of the assembly line manufacturing. Each person, so if you see, there are these very, very beautiful videos of the assembly line where, let's say, the frame of the car is coming. When it moves from point A to point B, 2 workers, one from this side, one from that side, come and they fit something and go away. The car now moves there. By then, the next car has come to station B. They again come and do their job, fit that and go away. You have created high amount of specialization, but you have brought down the motivation of the person doing the job. So the job characteristic model says that in a job, there must be some skill variety. So when you ask one person to do 2-3 parts of the work, the person will be happier as compared to the person coming and doing one thing and going, one thing and going. There are those old Charlie Chaplin movies, right? Where you see even in his sleep, Charlie Chaplin is doing this because that was his job. Just tighten the bell with the nut with a wrench. That was his job. So that creates monotony. People will become careless. Accidents may happen because they're not engaged. They're just mechanically doing the job. The task must be significant. The task must have some importance. Task must be having an identity. This is my role. I have a particular role to play in the manufacturing of the car. I'm responsible for painting the entire body, or I'm responsible for the locomotion part, the engine. So having that identity of how I contribute, I'm not just the one who goes and tightens the nut and comes away. Autonomy, there should be some, if I feel something can be done differently, I should be able to do it. Job must have feedback. I must get an opportunity to do the job well and get feedback. My manager should tell me you're doing a great job, or here is an opportunity for you to improve. So the job characteristic model says that jobs must have all these 5 elements in them so that individuals are motivated. If you look at empowerment, that is another tool that encourages motivation. Self-initiated empowerment, where I take initiative, where in organizations like Google, at Amazon, Microsoft, employees are allowed every quarter, some say 1 week, some say 3 days, some say 2 days. You can go work on any other project in the company that interests you. You are assigned to a project, you are a specialist in this area. But on some days in the month or in the quarter, you're allowed to go work elsewhere. You will choose that. You will decide what is interesting you and go and contribute their income. So it has benefited Google, especially as a company. Vouchers, there are case studies that tell you how this has been a huge source of coming up with new ideas. It has helped people, helped Google be more innovative. Empowerment by others, managers giving responsibilities to their team members, is a good way to look at it. Reaching out to others for help, helping others at the work are all opportunities for empowerment. Empowerment by the manager, where the manager says, okay, this is your job, go do it. Tell me if you face any problems. How would you like to do this job? So the manager plays a more supportive role. The individual is responsible for carrying out the task. Any questions? Any questions on this? Anything you want me to repeat? So I'm going to put you in a small breakout room right now. Okay. You will pick up one work example. The word workplace is important. Think of any work example. I have given you some examples. Try not to repeat those. There are lots of work examples. Okay. And explain the theory given to your group. So group 1 will do needs hierarchy. What I can do is probably, I will just, let me, this, I will place this in the chat. Where do I do that? Okay, so this is the sequence. Group 1 will do Maslow's, 2 will do Herzberg's, 3 will do McClelland, 4 will do motivation. It's the same sequence as the PPT that has been already sent to you. Okay. Please come up with one workplace example and maybe 1 or 2 members in the group can explain it. Please discuss it in your group. I will be visiting the groups. So we will spend about 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the group discussing, coming up with a good example that explains all the aspects in each theory. Okay, and then we will come back and discuss in the larger group. Any questions? Okay, so I'm going to ask Zoom to automatically create 7 breakout rooms. And I'm opening.